your physique. Transform your physique. Question is, are you ready to do that? Question is, do you know how to do that? You know what I'm saying? Transform your physique. I think that this is something that obviously is the main basis of fitness, bodybuilding, but most importantly, fitness, bro. I mean, for years, ever since somebody came up with the concept of workout, exercise, right? But this whole idea of like literally transforming the way that you look, you know, I don't think that was really the beginning, thing. This over the years, over time, this has become a serious concept of fitness and bodybuilding. And with my experience, I've been doing this for it's about 7 years now, 8 years in terms of coaching. I want to say about 7 years now in terms of coaching, 7 to 8 years. Really being good at coaching, I want to say about 4 or 5 years, 4 years, 5 years. I got real good at this about 4 years ago, 5 years ago. That's when I got real good. But my main point about this is the more and more I'm starting to see about this whole concept of transformation, there's just key things that you have to have in mind. There's key things that you got to know. There's key things that you have to do in order to completely transform your physique, right? So at the end of the day, man, transforming your body will literally help so many things, man, especially if you do it the way that I teach, right? So there's multiple concepts and approaches to transforming the physique. And, there's ways that's obviously not the best way. There's wrong ways to try to transform your physique, and it'll really pose more issues, right? And then there's the right way, then there's the correct way. When you do it the right and the correct way, you bring about like extra benefits, extra things that you probably never even experienced before in your life. Benefits that you never even knew you could experience when you transform the right way. When you transform the wrong way, you bring about more issues, right? You bring about issues, you bring more problems to your body, and you honestly you do end up transforming because you end up looking different, but you don't end up looking like how you want to look. And like I said, like I've been doing this for a while now, and I'm clearly at a point where there really is a right way to transform and a wrong way to transform. You could do both approaches, and yeah, you're gonna look different. You know what I'm saying? You could. There's one way of doing it. There's another way of doing it, and yeah, you're gonna look different. You're gonna transform. I've seen people. I've seen guys lose 40, 50 pounds, and they look sick. You know what I'm saying? They look literally look sick. Literally look like something's going on, like something ain't right. And this is in multiple avenues, not just fitness and all that. Like I'm talking about even in the bodybuilding arena, because there's a wrong way to get lean with bodybuilding too. Where guys they looking like frail, you know what I'm saying? So there's a wrong way, there's a right way. Point blank period. I would like for this to be a Q&A. So the key thing is, do you want to transform your body? If you do, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I got y'all. If you got any questions about transforming your body, your physique, go ahead and comment in the chat, and I got you. And it don't matter. It don't matter how you want to transform either. If you want to lower your body fat, if you want to look more muscular, if you want to just have less body fat on your body. Some people use the term, "Oh, I want to tone up." I'm not really a big fan of that because essentially what they're saying is they just want to build some muscle and lower the body fat. They want to look more uh, aesthetic, right? A lot of people do that wrong too. Whenever I heard some people say, "Yeah, man, I'm toning up, man. I'm trying to tone up." Don't get me started on that. Man. That's definitely the wrong way to go about it. On there. Um, so one question that was asked was, what's the best way to put on like lean mass, like lean muscle mass? Uh, in all honesty, man, I'm gonna keep it real. So when it comes to putting on lean muscle mass, bro, you just gonna have to lift, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to lift, and you got to lift consistently. You're gonna also have to make sure that when you're hitting these different muscles, you're hitting them in different angles. You know, progressive overload is a big thing. So making sure that week to week, you're challenging the muscles more, whether that be volume, intensity, um, even frequency in some cases, right? But you want to be focusing on a phase. Like you want to be focusing on a hypertrophy phase. Make sure that that's your intention. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, the best approach that I've ever had with clients in terms of building muscle has always been progressive overload. You know, gradually increasing weight on lift, um, gradually increasing volume, gradually increasing intensity, gradually increasing volume, and honestly, just going hard with that until you reach that max volume. Max volume, max level of intensity, and then take my clients to like a deload. You know what I'm saying? Allow your body to recover, allow your nervous system to recover, right? And literally just do that. Like just do that. Just do phases and cycles of that. Do blocks of that. And I'm telling you, over time, as long as you are eating and you're getting the nutrition in that your body needs. And I ain't just talking about just calories. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like make sure that that you get nutrients in your body, like all the nutrients, vitamins, minerals. Like for real, if you deficient in certain minerals and stuff, and certain micro nutrients, you're gonna struggle building muscle, man. Like it's really that simple. It's really that simple. Like I've had guys like that I've worked with that's like, oh man, I'm struggling. Like all right, good example. So like hard gainers, right? Like guys that's kind of skinny and they're like, oh man, my metabolism is super fast, man. Like I struggle with putting muscle on, or like I eat all this food, but yet I'm not putting on muscle. I have two guys with that, and both of these guys, well, they didn't have the same deficiencies. One of them was deficient in magnesium and zinc, right? That was one guy. And another guy, he was deficient in vitamin C, vitamin C, what else? I think he was like deficient in like vitamin C and I don't know if it was vitamin A or something like that. But anyway, started getting these guys to start supplementing. Well, rather first increasing their diet, foods that's high in these nutrients in their diet, right? Start putting on muscle. Start putting on muscle quickly. Especially the guy that was dealing with like magnesium and zinc, because when you deficient in magnesium and zinc, you're gonna have a lot of issues. In which he was going through a lot of issues. Now we're talking hormonal shit. You know what I'm saying? Testosterone levels, all that. So just that alone, like just helping him get more magnesium in, zinc in, supplementing on some of this stuff, man. My man he was making gains, bro. We're talking about serious gains. What's up, bro? Crazy gains, bro. Um, and it'd be little tweaks like that, bro, that could literally be a game changer for you. Like get your levels checked, man. Get your blood levels checked and your lipids done, man. See where you stand. Because the reason why you might not be putting on lean muscle, it could be hormonal, it could be your nutrition, it could be a number of things, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get all that stuff in order. And once you get that in order, now it's time to work. Now it's time to train. And like I always encourage people, if you don't know what you're doing, get a coach. Like when I got a coach, that's when it changed the game for me. Literally. And I know a lot of people are skeptical. They're like, oh man, I ain't trying to pay nobody to do this or pay nobody to do that. Bro, you gotta invest, bro. You gotta invest in yourself. Like if you really want to grow or if you really want to make progress and you don't know how to, you know, make that progress, you gonna have to pay, man, to find out how to do it. You have to pay for that knowledge. That's just the world that we live in. You know what I'm saying? And like me personally, like with my clients, I take my clients through a graduation. Like I teach them as much as I can, man. You know what I'm saying? I try to give them everything they need to reach their goals, right? And then once they get to a point where they can, do it themselves, that's it. I don't try to keep like clients hostage or none of that. Once they got it down, once they like at a point where they're like, all right, bet I know how to do this. I understand how to do periodization. I understand um, the concept of working hard, deloading, all this good stuff. I understand diet. I understand nutrition. I understand how I need to eat during a cutting phase, how I need to eat during a fat loss phase, how I need to eat during a hypertrophy phase, strength phase. I understand all this stuff. You good at that point. Unless there's other things that you want to tackle that we haven't done. So, you got to pay for what you want. That's the thing. I think some people don't like value certain things, and that's why they won't pay. Like people will pay for some shit that they really value. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really value some shit and you got the money, you gonna pay for it. Or if it's something that you really need, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're in a position where you really need that shit and you got the money, you gonna pay for it because you value it. That's just like if somebody tell you like if you don't get said surgery in 2 months, you might die. And it costs 20,000 to get the surgery. And that's your only option for real. Like there's no other viable option. Bro, you gonna break your neck trying to figure out how you can get that 20K. You go figure it out. Why? Because you value your life. Like you value staying alive. Like, and at the end of the day, that's just what it boils down to. I had to learn that. You know what I'm saying? I've been training people for about 7 years and like I ain't gonna lie, it stressed me out at first because I didn't get that. I was just like, dang man, get so many no's. Like then I started understanding the game. I'm like, nah man, the people who really value this, that's the one that's gonna do it. The people who really value like the benefits that they can have if they transform their body, if they become more healthy, if they become more stronger, if they fix muscular imbalances, if they improve flexibility, if they improve on their form and technique when it comes to training. Like I done been in the room with all these types of people. I used to work here. I used to work at this gym. I actually was the fitness instructor here for about a year and a half back when it was goals. And I go in that room with these people and do the orientations, and I already know right off jump like who gonna do it and who ain't. And like when I had these conversations with people, I'm talking to them to really understand, like, yo, why are you in here right now? Like, why are you in this room? What's your drive right now? Like, what got you in the mindset where you like, yo, I want to change, I want to transform. A lot of the time, it's like emotional, bro. Like, you know, whether it's women or men. A lot of times they just got a divorce or something, but like or they just broke up with they ex and they ready to, start a new journey and improve themselves, bro, and focus on themselves. Like they value it at that point. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if you really value transforming, putting muscle on, lowering body fat, becoming stronger, whatever it is you're trying to do, if you really value it, you're gonna pay for it. If it's really something where you're like, I can live without it, I don't really need it, you ain't gonna pay for it. That's cool. It is what it is. But like I said, like I've been in a room with after all these years, I've been in a room with probably thousands of people at this point. And I know in the first 5 minutes if somebody really want to do it or not. A lot of the times it's the reason why they're even inquiring a trainer or like why they want to transform, whatever they. So at the end of the day, once you like meet all of those markers, man, I'm telling you, figure out where you stand. Like figure out where you stand right now before you even leap into this journey where you like, all right, I'm ready to transform. I'm ready to do A, B, and C. Check out where your health is. Figure out where you at. See where you are nutritionally. Try to figure out where you are nutritionally. And when I say nutritionally, I'm talking about all nutrients. I'm talking macronutrients, micronutrients, vitamins, minerals. The first thing you should be trying to do is trying to identify any deficiencies, right? And replenishing those deficiencies. Work on replenishing those deficiencies. That needs to be your first goal. Because if you don't do that, I'm telling you, you're gonna struggle transforming. And you'll probably transform, but it ain't gonna be the way you want it to be. Get that together. Then once you get that together, now it's time to figure out how do you need to go about this process. Like what is your goal? What do you want to do? Every person got a different goal. You might want to put on muscle. You know what I'm saying? You might want to lower your body fat. You might want to put on muscle and lower your body fat at the same time. You might want to get stronger. You might want to improve athletically. Like I've had athletes. I've trained athletes, and I've helped athletes. Check this gonna mess y'all up. I've helped athletes improve, training them with bodybuilding principles. Talking about vertical jump improved, speed improved, all that. But that's another conversation. That's a different video. Deja Blue Dial. Hey, what's up? Salute, Deja. Appreciate you stopping by. You know what I'm saying? Salute. But yeah, you gotta figure out what you want to do, like what your goal is. Do you want to? And see, here's another thing too. So it took me time to learn this, but I had to start looking at like um, my fitness goal or like physique goal and more of like a macro cycle type view. You know, like 52 weeks at a time, not 12 weeks at a time. Like I had to start spreading that bad boy out, stretching it out, and looking at this is pretty much called periodization, where like I'm like, all right, bet I need to. What do I want to do in the next year? Like, what do I want to do in the next 52 weeks? What's my goal? Where do I want to be 52 weeks from now? And once you start doing that, then you can really like map out exactly how you're gonna get there. And you can put everything and plug and place everything into this macro cycle. Everything that'll get you to that goal that you want to hit in 52 weeks. That's a game changer right there. I was talking with my guys yesterday, and he was like, bro, he was like, man, if there's anything that you could tell yourself when you first like wanted to get into like lifting, whatever, bodybuilding, working out or whatever, what would you tell yourself? And I was like, man, I tell myself to study periodization. Because had I been doing that, bro, I would be so much further. I'd already be a natural pro bodybuilder right now. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Period. I'd already be a natural pro bodybuilder right now. But I didn't start learning this stuff until about 4 or 5 years ago. And but it is what it is. I don't regret it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. I don't regret it. It is what it is. But I'm just saying, like, that's what I would tell myself, bro. Like when I first wanted to get into doing this stuff, I was like, look, learn periodization and map out what you're trying to do in the next year, 3 years, 5 years. Map it out. So yeah. At the end of the day, man, that's what transforming your body is all about, bro. Like, if you really want to transform, it's order and structure, man. You know what I'm saying? Order and structure. Order and structure. You have to structure a plan, bro. You got to structure a plan, and then you have to order it too. So when you're ordering the plan, you got methods, you got sequences, you got patterns, right? That you have to follow in order for you to hit the goal that you want to hit in terms of transformation. Order and structure. When you structuring it, you got to structure the patterns, the sequences, all that, so that you can reach the goal that you want to reach. It's that simple, bro. And this is what makes getting a coach so important. Because once you get a coach, he can help you. They can help you do that. Or I can help you do that. I can show you how to order and structure things so that you reach your goal and hit your goal. But if you don't have that order and structure, man, you're gonna struggle. And that's another thing that took time for me to realize and understand. And that's why I struggled for a while. You know what I'm saying? Lacking that order and structure. And another key word about the order part, once you structure the plan, you have to stay in order. I mean, you gotta consistently keep doing what's necessary. That's it. If y'all was looking for this elaborate, explanation, bro, like on some real, it's literally just order and structure, bro. To transform your body, it's just order and structure. Just like anything, any other goal that you want to hit or meet, you have to order and structure it all so that you reach it. Real rap. If you want to get into the intricate details, that's different. But on a general level, in order to transform, you need to order and structure a plan. And you need to stay in order. You got to be consistent with it. You have to consistently do the things that's going to bring about said goal that you want to hit. Point blank, period, bro. And that's it. So look, if y'all got any questions about what should be in that plan, and like when you structuring or ordering that plan, comment below. If you're watching the replay of this, comment in the chat, comment in the comment section, and I got y'all. All right, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I gotta get this meal in. I got some other stuff I gotta do. So I'm gonna catch y'all on